commercials, those checks.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I played a football player who was standing there, and there was a Spam news reporter who was traveling the United States. This was the gig, and she was interviewing people about Spam, and her line was, "So, one can feeds 3 of you," and my line was, "Or one of us 3 times." That was my big bit. That ran for 4 years. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
4 years is a good run for a commercial.
It was a great Spam commercial. What can I say?
That paid the rent for a bit. So definitely. You had a really solid part in one of my favorite movies of the last decade. We Were Soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that experience like?
That was
a great cast.
Yeah, that was a fantastic experience. You know, that was a heavy one because when you're playing somebody who had been through such a traumatic event and had survived, the entire cast went through boot camp in Fort Benning, Georgia, like just normal boot camp, up at 4:30, running, the whole business. And the guy who was portraying Ernie Savage is kind of a no-nonsense guy, and there was a big sort of self-congratulatory, ceremony at the end of our doing the boot camp, and sort of right before the very first day of shooting, and we were all kind of getting together. There was this ceremony, and it was like, let's have a great shoot. And Ernie was actually the last person to get up and speak. There's a bunch of other people who got up to speak and said, "Thank you for telling our story." And he got up there, looked at everybody in the audience and said, "Look, I'm real happy you guys are making a movie, but my friends died out there, and if you mess up this story, I'll hunt you down and kill you." And he was dead serious. There was silence. He kind of dropped the mic and walked off stage. We were like, "Okay, guess we're making a movie."
I don't think I'd say that's Sam Elliott.
Yeah. Sam's a sweetheart. I love that guy.
Cool stuff. And then, of course, again, Don Crown did some solid work, but we got to actually come to, when did Sons of Anarchy become a blip?
I was in that. You guys know that? I was in that. Yeah, Sons of Anarchy came, my manager gave me a call, and she's like, "You want to, be able to keep your beard, and they'll pay you to learn to ride a motorcycle." And I was like, "I don't need to read the script. I'll do it." That came into my life, and I was really happy about it. I don't think anybody knew that it was going to be as big of a hit as it was. But that was a very fun time in my life.
Got to play a modern pirate, as I
yeah, man. That's right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
That's right. And then when you were on Carrie Harter, unfortunately departed, which was not a fun scene to watch. It was. Well, I don't want to give away spoilers if I was to see that. But you went on King of Maxwell, Bates Motel, absolutely, and then finally Outsiders, which really crystallized. How did Outsiders develop out?
Outsiders was just, that was one of those ones that when it got canceled, I was like, "Oh, really? So quick." But it was a script that was floating around Hollywood for a long time. It was this strange kind of chimera of different genres all sort of mashed together. Nobody knew exactly what to do with it, but it was so much fun, and the reason that I took the job was David Morse has been one of my favorite actors for as long as I can remember. Him and Gene Hackman, these sort of, and Paul Giamatti, these sort of journeyman character actors, and that was a lot of fun too. Again, getting paid to ride motorcycles, can't get much better than that.
No, indeed not. And again, with all these wonderful casts and wonderful castmates you had some really good ensemble projects.
Yeah.
Very, very envious of this. So, that being said, I'm going to put the microphone up here, so if y'all want to go ahead, and like I said, whatever the rules, just one question at a time, please, and form a line.
Please feel free, ask me whatever you'd like. The stranger, the better.
Inactive.
I've been asked very strange questions.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Amber.
Are you sure, Amber?
One thing everybody,
All right, keep it together.
one thing everybody's also forgetting is, I'm a Remember the Titans? Left side?
I was in that
My question was, we all fell in love with Opie and cried when Opie died.
too. Yeah.
How hard was it for you to leave that character behind and move forward and like actually break character in your real life? Because you guys are doing this all day, every day, getting paid to ride motorcycles.
Yeah, you know, it's a unique thing for an actor because up until maybe 15 years ago, shows didn't go for more than a couple of seasons. And now it's kind of the norm that you have shows that go for 7 seasons, 9 seasons. So it's a great thing for an actor, you know, to be able to create a character and really evolve that character. But you get so attached to them, you know, the actors get just as attached as, you know, as the fans do.
Opie was our neighbor.
I know. So I felt the same way when they told me they were killing off the character. I was like, no, not Opie. Not Opie. I'm not gonna even watch this show anymore. I felt the same way. Babe.
Thank you.
You got it.
Oh, wait. You get one.
Oh, you got candy. Look at that. I don't get anything for answering them either. Whatever.
You might earn one.
All right.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, baby.
I know my husband's in the audience. He will definitely be okay. So my question is, when you guys were doing Remember the Titans, I know that that's a true story, based on a true story. So does the amount of depth that you put into a character change, being that it's based, you know, you're actually portraying somebody else's life?
Sure.
So that's my question.
You know, I mean, I think part of an actor's job is to find the sort of common denominators between human beings. You know, it's like when a writer writes something, or even if you're portraying, you know, a biography of somebody who actually existed, you have to find something that resonates within you and the person that you're portraying. And, you know, the best part about it is the longer you live, the more you get to understand that there's much more that unifies us as human beings on this planet than divides us. So, you know, and I just try to bring that to any character that I play is you know, even if I'm playing a bad guy, there's a lot more in common than you may, you know, at first glance notice. So I just try to bring that to everything that I do.
Well, you do a good job.
Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much.
Wait. You get one too.
Hi, Ryan. My name's Chris, and I was just curious, being a child actor, I guess you say, you know, quote unquote, when you think of child actors, you think of, you know, 6, 7, 8 years old, but I think your credited work started when you were 16. Did you actually, you know, start as a child actor when you were older, and do you think, you know, starting not as young definitely equips you for keeping your head on straight in Hollywood, unlike a lot of, you know, child actors who don't turn out so well?
I mean, I really kind of give that up to my parents more than anything. They tried to keep me out of it as long as they could. They were like, because I wanted to be an actor when I was really young, and they were like, no, you're going to be a child. let's be a kid first. You know, when they say like a lot of kid actors sort of get messed up, it's not that they get messed up, it's just that they don't get a lot of time around kids. Because the majority of all of their time is interacting and becoming friends with adults. And that's why it's, you know, a lot of sort of child actors have a different path. But you know, my parents kept me out of it. They were like, you're gonna go play outside. We're not gonna put you on a set just yet. But I still consider myself an adult child actor. So. What?
Give me a second, right? So you said you had to do a spam commercial when you were younger, and my question was, for the commercial, they ever asked you, would you eat spam, and did you like it?
They did ask me that, and I refused.
That's a really good idea.
Those false advertising. I've never had spam in my entire life.
You're so very lucky.
It's not so much a spam, it's the weird, clear gel that surrounds us.
Yeah, that and it like, you know, lasts forever.
My question, Opie is my favorite character that you've ever played. You follow very closely by Gary Bertier.
More than anything, it was just hanging out with the guys on the set. You know, it was 2 episodes in, and it was just one of those very unique experiences where, I mean, you can't really put it into words, but after, you know, a couple weeks together, we just all sort of realized that there was something magical going on there. And these are guys that are my family now. You know, I was like, oh, we're gonna know each other till we're dead. Okay. You know, because it's a very close-knit brotherhood, and we adopted that, you know, real early on. Yeah, that was probably the most fun part about it.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
Don't forget your candy.
That's right.
How you doing, Ryan?
What's up?
My question is, Opie got this, that son's matter. He just got stuff thrown at him left and right.
Yeah.
Tragedy after tragedy, very
Yeah.
tragic character. Wife, him, started off in jail and
Yep.
gets out, all that. Do you think they just tried to see how much they could take, and do you think that affected how you portrayed the character at the end there, and just he was ready to go?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was kidding around with Kurt Sutter. I was just like, this guy's like Job. You know, it's like everything. I was like, you take everything away from this guy. But I loved playing that. You know, I kind of knew that he wasn't going to be around for the entirety of the season of the show. But as an actor, you love to portray that kind of stuff. It's like when something is sort of milquetoast or bland, that's when it's hard as an actor to actually play it. But when everything has gone wrong and it's tragic and horrible and emotional and dramatic, that's when actors thrive off. We love that stuff. So people always ask me, was it hard to shoot that last scene? I was like, no, it was a blast. It was like, you know, you love that sort of operatic, you know, blood, you know, everywhere kind of, you love those types of scenes and environments. So,
Thank you.
yeah, man.